Dear learners, I welcome you all to this 24th module of the online course Skill Development of the Youths and Their Livelihood. In the previous module, we learned about the broad concept of design, specific skills of the designer, fundamental design types, and all about Photoshop. In this course, you shall learn to create Photoshop documents, a simple typography poster design using various tools, and how to export save the poster. The main objectives of this module are to give an idea of Photoshop document, to explain how to create and open documents, to illustrate the uses of Photoshop basic tools, to design a poster using different layers, to work with different layer styles, how to create a new document in Photoshop. Creating a new Photoshop document means we create what is essentially a blank canvas. Once we have created the canvas, we can import image, graphics, or other assets into it. You simply create a new blank document at the size you need and then adding and arranging your various elements. Opening image is different from creating new documents, since the image itself determines the document size. So opening document is a different task in Photoshop. If you are a photographer, then you must open an image in document instead of create a new document. To create a new document from home screen, click the create new button in the column along the left, or by going up to the file menu in the menu bar and choosing new. You can also press the keyboard shortcut Ctrl and N key. Along with choosing from recently used document sizes, you can also choose from preset sizes. Firstly, select the type of document you want to create by choosing one of the categories: photo, print, web, and so on along the top. How to open an image in Photoshop. As you launch Photoshop for the first time, a dynamic home screen will appear in its initial state, and if you have worked on previous image or document, you will see them listed on the home screen as thumbnails. To reopen a previous image or work, just click its thumbnail. To open a new image from home screen, the following steps are to be noted. First, click the open button from this left column. Then the file explorer will open on a window. Navigate to the folder that contains the desired image. Then double click on the image or select the image with a left click and click open button. The image is now in your Photoshop working window and ready for editing. To open a second image from home screen, go back to the home screen and again select the second image and then double click on it. How to design a simple poster in Photoshop. Let us now design a simple poster using typography and a simple alignment in Photoshop document. First, create a Photoshop document. Let us start by creating a new Photoshop document as explained in previous steps. To create a new document, click the File menu and select New option. Select document size from preset menu or set your custom size. For instance, in this video, I have set a new document size, a size of with 800 pixels and height 1100 pixels. It is to be noted that we must set a high resolution of at least 300 dpi for a good print. Select color mode to CMYK. For digital and electronics purpose, use RGB color mode as it gives a good contrast, and use CMYK mode for print. Next, let us create a gradient background. To create a background, double click on the background layer to unlock it. Now choose the gradient tool and set the gradient color hex or pick color from the color plate. Create the gradient from the top left corner to the bottom right corner of the artboard. Right click on the layer and select blending option. Apply the inner shadow layer effect from layer style menu by clicking on the checkbox. Then create a new layer by clicking here or keyboard shortcut command Ctrl Shift N. Rename the layer as red. Again set your gradient color to it. Fill the red layer with gradient color starting from the top right corner and let it to be finished at the bottom left corner of the artboard. Now set the red layers blend mode to soft light. This will set your background as more colorful and interesting. Now the gradient background is ready. Next we are going to add texture to the red background. Go to unsplash.com and download a texture background. Here I am using a background by Nordwood theme on Unsplash. Open the downloaded image in Photoshop. Use the move tool to drag it into our main design. Rename the layer to texture and place it right above the red layer. To resize the image, active free transform by pressing Ctrl and T key and select the corner to increase width to make it fit to our artboard. Now set the texture layer blend mode to linear burn mode. Before adding text to the poster, we have to set guide to the poster so that we can align our design components more comfortably. Go to view, new guide and set position values. Choosing a right font for a design is an important point to remember. Switch to the horizontal type tool. Choose Corbel font as your font. Set the font size to 16 and write the text. Then switch to horizontal type tool again and click on the artboard. Choose Times New Roman font, make it bold and 12 size and type the word Now the text are ready. To give more highlights, we can add rectangle shapes to our poster. Switch to rectangle tool and draw a rectangle at 600 pixels by 13 pixels below the text. Use move tool to place and guide as reference for the base fit of the rectangle. Duplicate the shape by pressing Ctrl and Z key and move it to below the first shape. You can add more text and shapes later on. Use zoom tool to zoom the artboard. To go back to the full view, just right click with the zoom tool and select fit on screen. Use scroll button of the mouse to scroll the artboard to your best view. For the better view of our poster, we are going to insert some ornamental layers like circles below the text. Switch to the ellipse tool. Then change our foreground color to black. Draw a circle of 79 pixels. Remember to hold the shift key while drawing to ensure a perfect circle. Go to the layer properties and reduce the layer opacity to 30%. Press Ctrl Z for 4 times to duplicate the circle layers. Now switch to move tool, arrange them to stand side by side. Press Ctrl plus T to active free transform if needed to resize the circles. Now it's time to arrange layers to group. Arranging multiple layers by renaming and grouping is a good practice in Photoshop. To create groups, select background and texture layer by pressing Ctrl, then click to select the layer, then press Ctrl and Z to create a group of selected layers. Rename it. We are done. Repeat again with another group of layers. Okay, our layers has been arranged now. Now using layer style, we are going to add drop shadow to our poster text. Select text layer group and click to layer style option located to the right bottom of the layers panel. Check drop shadow box, set opacity, angles, distance and spread values for the best view result. Then click OK. We can change the text color like this. Select the text with horizontal text tool. Go to the color palette and pick color. Click OK. Now our poster is ready for save and export. Save the project as Photoshop document PSD format. Press Ctrl and S key to save. Select file format as PSD, then click save. To export the poster, go to file menu, export, then export as. Now select format as PNG or JPG in the file setting menu. Also, you may convert the CMYK file to RGB file by clicking the color space checkbox, then click export button. Give a title and click save. And we are done. We have finished and exported our typography poster design. Check the final result that I have placed in a wall background. In this module, we have learned the following points: to create a new document in Photoshop and to reopen a recently used document, to open an image in Photoshop to create a custom document, to design a simple typography poster in Photoshop, gradient background, texture image, uses and resize, define layer blend modes, horizon text tool, choose fonts, alignments with guide, uses of rectangle tool and ellipse tool, layer transparency, layer style, that is drop shadow, inner shadow, etc. To save a Photoshop document and to export a file to different formats. Thank you.